We interrupt your program for a public service announcement.
Let's start with the preparation phase. First, her opposite foot steps in when about to slice a ball. This action requires a slight abduction of the leg stepping in towards the ball. This motion includes the phalanges and other foot bones, the tibia and fibula, patella, and femur. The patella allows for the leg to slightly bend, putting power behind one shot. The leg muscles used in this action include the tibialis anterior, which allows for the dorsiflexion of the foot, the soleus, which allows for plantar flexion, and the gastrocnemius, which allows for knee flexion. Thigh muscles used in this shot include the hamstrings and the quadriceps. The hamstrings are composed of the biceps femoris, the semitendinosus, and the semimembranosus, which all allow for hip extension and knee flexion. The quadriceps include the rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis, which helps in knee extension, slight hip flexion, and patella stabilization. Now for the arm muscles. The arm is abducted and extended backwards at about a 45 to 90 degree angle with the deltoid muscle. Muscles used in the upper arm include the biceps brachii, which helps in elbow flexion, and the triceps brachii, which aids in elbow extension. The muscles used in the forearm include the brachialis and the brachioradialis, which both originate at the humerus and are used in elbow flexion. Used to grip the racket and flex the hand is the flexor digitorum, the flexor carpi radialis, and flexor carpi ulnaris. These muscles originate in the humerus and insert into the metacarpals, palm, and tendons of the hand and fingers. In the meantime, the opposite arm extends and abducts using the deltoid and triceps brachii to locate the ball and guide the body. Now for the execution phase. The execution phase incorporates muscles of the hip and shoulder along with the leg and arm muscles used in the preparation phase. The position of the leg in the preparation phase remains the same. However, the other leg does a slight plantar flexion using the soleus to balance out the actions of the other leg. When swinging the arm with the racket from one side of the body to the other, the functions of the arm muscles are put into action. However, as one swings through a slice, the wrist rotates, further using the flexor and extensor digitorium. Now the hip muscles are put into play. Assisting in the slight movement of the hip includes the psoas and sartorius, which are used for hip flexion and rotation. The gluteal muscles allow for abduction, rotation, and extension of the hip. The bones used include the ilium, femur, and vertebrae. Muscles in the shoulder play a big part in the execution phase. With the shoulder already in an abducted position, the rhomboides allows for scapula rotation, and the latissimus dorsi and pectoralis major assist in the medial rotation of the power stroke. These muscles originate in the vertebrae, clavicle, sternum, and ilium, and insert into the scapula and humerus. Finally, the follow-through. Lastly, the follow-through phase. This is where all the muscles and bones complete the forehand slice. The arm rotates and continues to supinate around the body and ends across the opposite side of the arm's origin. The supinator, which originates at the humerus and ulna and inserts at the radius, is responsible for supinating the arm and hand from preparation to follow-through, distinguishing the slice from any other tennis stroke. The muscles relax and go back to their original position. Throughout all three phases, the head and neck are responsible for following the ball's direction to ensure proper contact. The sternocleidomastoid is responsible for the rotation and flexion of the neck, allowing for the head to follow the ball. The trapezius helps to extend the head and stabilize and retract the scapula. While shifting the body from one side to the other, the obliques are used for trunk rotation. Also, the rectus abdominis supports the trunk laterally. Throughout the whole process, the diaphragm located under the ribs is used to enlarge the thorax to allow for respiration.
And we're back!
I'm recording.